Hi, welcome to rentalleaseagreement.com. In this video, we're going to show you how to fill out our sublease agreement that you can get from our site, purchase it, and it'll be downloaded to your computer immediately. So let's take a look here. I'll start at the top. This legal document to begin on. Let's say you're going to rent this agreement out for 3 months, starting on June 1st, ending on August 31st. The sublease agreement is between the leaseor. The leaseor is the owner of the apartment, so let's call him Luke Scott. The subleasor is the tenant of the apartment, and he's leasing it out to the new person, which is the subleasee, which is going to be you. So let's type in here, Joe Bono. He is the original tenant, and he is leaving for the summer, and the new tenant coming in is the subleasee, and let's say his name is Will Smith. The subleaser agrees to sublet the premises located at, say we're going to be in New York City, so 25 East 30th Street, City of New York, State of New York, zip code 10010. The subleaser agrees to include furnishing and appliances as described. So in this, you're going to want to write all the furnishings and appliances that will be in the apartment at the time. So, for example, washer, dryer, the coffee maker, bed, sofa, and everything else that's going to be in there. Restrictions, if there are any restrictions about the apartment, common areas, let's say rooftop is a little dangerous because it's not finished, so we're just going to type in rooftop. Subleasor and subleasee acknowledge that this agreement is contingent upon subleaser's lease agreement with leaseor. Beginning on, you're going to write in the dates of when the apartment is going to be rented out to August 31st, signed on May 30th. Rent. Sublease shall pay rent to leaseor payable to in the monthly installments of. You have to agree what the new rent's going to be. It doesn't have to be the same rent that the original tenant was paying. So let's say the original tenant was paying $2,500, but he could only get $2,000 from the new guy. Payable in the name of the Luke Scott, the original, or the leaseor, the owner. Payments are due on the 1st of every month, due beginning on June 1st. All rent payments shall be sent to, let's say the leaseor lives in the same building, so 25 East 30th Street. City of New York. And as well, you're going to fill in the same address in the state, zip code. Receive rental payments. It shall be described as follows. Right in there. If other. For period from subleasee's move in date blank through the end of the month, sublease will pay to sublease the prorated monthly rent of. In this case, if the new subleasee was to move in prior to June 1st, let's say he wanted to move in on May 25th because he was in the city, in a hotel, and could move in earlier. So we're going to put moved in May 25th and paid a prorated amount of, so let's say he stayed there for 6 days. So you would just take 6 days and calculate that from 2,000 from 31 days. So let's say he paid $350. Deposits and charges. Typically, you're just going to pay a security deposit from a sublease. So let's say it was 1 month rent, $2,000. Typically, you're not going to have a last month's rent in advance. And if there is a pet and there is a deposit, then you just type it in there. Furthermore, within blank days, here we're going to write in the amount of days after the lease is complete, after August 31st, when the subleasee moves out. His security deposit needs to be given back to him. Typically, in a sublease, you're not going to. It's not going to be a long time. You generally want to give it back to him or that person pretty quickly. So let's just say he has 7 days. Charge subleasing fee. If the subleasee is late with the rent, here you want to type in the amount, the fee for every day that the rent is late. Or you can type in a percentage, whichever you choose. The subleasee is responsible for the following utility charges. Let's just say he's responsible for electricity, cable, internet. Of course, you could do whichever you like. The subleasee agrees and acknowledges the disclosures attached to this agreement by filling in the initials below. So you're going to want to write in the state. Here, it's basically you want to check these because you basically saying you agree to do the following. And then you come down to the bottom where you are going to fill out the signatures. The subleasor is going to want to print, which was the original tenant of the apartment, is going to want to print the name, sign, and date, as well as the subleasee, the new person coming into the apartment that's going to be renting it from June 1st to August 31st, is going to want to write in their name, signature, and date. And the leaseor, the owner of the apartment, has to agree, sign, print, sign, and date. And that just about sums up the agreement. It's pretty simple and straightforward. I hope this helped. Thanks for watching.